Florida State fans, the unofficially official Portal King Mike Norvell is up to it again. Keon Coleman is going to be a Florida State Seminole. Given the Noles his commitment just moments ago, this is an enormous get for Florida State for a couple of reasons. What does he bring to the table, you ask? Well, there's no guessing. There's no projecting. There's no, does he fit? Keon Coleman is a plug-and-play guy today, Junior. Proven production, was wide receiver one at Michigan State, or would have been wide receiver one at Michigan State going into 2023. 58 catches, 798 yards, and a smooth 7 touchdowns last year for Michigan State. My guy can ball when you turn on the tape. To put it simply, when you watch number 0, he's one of those guys where you say, hey, check fade. Check fade. Meaning, you got one-on-one coverage. This little dude in front of you, he can't cover you. You put the ball in the air. It's not a 50-50 ball. It's Keon Coleman's rock. Give me that. That's the kind of skill set he brings to Florida State now. He's a big body, 6'4", 215, which I promise you, we'll talk more about the size here in just a second, but he's a guy that can legitimately challenge deep. You turn on the highlights, it's just deep ball after get mossed after get mossed. Like, that's the kind of skill set he brings. Florida State fans, the highlight reel is going to be a thing of beauty for the offense this coming season. Keon Coleman is headed to Tallahassee. Be fired up. Be extremely fired up. There's more than this, than what meets the eye, than just the Keon Coleman commits to Florida State. There's more to unpack here. We're going to talk about it in a second. Florida State fans, we're glad to have you here. We've had a ton of y'all join us now in the last couple of days. Make sure you're locked in right here. Okay, we talk college football every single day. We want you a part of this, so make sure you're subscribed. Also, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram at JD Piquel to stay up with everything we're doing here. Right? We appreciate y'all in advance for that. Now, here's the other thing that a lot of people are going to talk about. We've talked about it before. We'll talk about it again. The size of Florida State now at the playmaker position is just stupid. The conversation defensive coordinator is going to have during the week is going to sound a lot like this. You got an assistant coach talking to the DC. They're going through the game plan, getting ready for Florida State. Maybe it's a Sunday. Maybe it's a Monday. He says, hey, listen, they got Johnny Wilson. He's 6'7", coach. What do you want to do? Good question. Hey, let's double him. A lot of size. I don't want to take any chances. Let's double Johnny Wilson. Okay, well, coach, they also got Jaheim Bell. He's about 6'3", 230. What do you want to do with him? I guess we could maybe have a safety player over the top and have something underneath. Coach Kyle Morlock, he's 6'7", 250 pounds. He's also a tight end transferring into Florida State. How do you want to guard him? You got 2 6'7" guys. Okay, I guess we could try and double him too. Coach Keon Coleman, 6'4", 215. He dunks on DBs like it's his job. How do you want to cover him? That's when you just flip the tables over in the team meeting room saying, good night. How many 6'3", 6'4", 6'7" guys do they have on this roster? What are we supposed to do? Are they the Monstars? We got the Avengers over here playing in the Florida State pass catching room. Like, what gives here? And I say that with a hyperbolic nature about myself, but I'm just being real with you. I don't know what coverage you play to match up with this size. Because schematically, you don't have enough bodies to double all these big body receivers. The other piece of that is you don't have the personnel to match up with the size here. So for Florida State, let's play above the rim, especially in the red zone. It's going to be put it up for my guy, go get the rock. Like, that's the kind of game you can now play. You add another freak show wide receiver in Keon Coleman. Again, going back to the size, 6'4", 215. Guy that can go get the rock, has a vertical now. Played basketball at Michigan State for a point in time, too. You don't play basketball at Michigan State unless you can go up and get it. And Keon Coleman, again, turn on the tape. He shows you he can go up and get it. So that's one piece of this. A lot of people will talk about that, and that's fine. It's very, very true, and it's definitely a point of emphasis for Florida State. Another layer deeper into this thing, though, Keon Coleman, playing out wide for Florida State, continues to ensure that that balance offensively will be kept. Okay? Running the football. That's how Florida State made their money last year. Controlling the line of scrimmage. Coach Atkins calling the offense. That's what he wants to do now. That's how they want to live. But to be able to run the football effectively and also throw the ball deep to guys like Keon Coleman and just say, hey, either hand is the upper hand. That's how you can live now at Florida State. That's how you could probably live already before, but you just continue to ensure that balance will be kept at Florida State. Why is that important? We've seen it now. Probably the last couple of years. Balanced teams offensively make deep runs. If you got the defense to go with it and your offense is balanced and potent, that's where you're really dangerous. Like I was just saying, either hand is the upper hand. You want us to run the ball, you want us to throw the ball. Whichever one you want to try and take away, we got an answer for you. We got a counterpunch for whatever you want to try and play us with. For Florida State now, Keon Coleman continues to add to that balance, ensures the balance. This is one thing that I don't know how it'll sit with people, but I think it deserves to be talked about. I wholeheartedly believe that NIL played a factor in Keon Coleman's recruitment. I believe it was a strong factor. Was it the only factor? Didn't say that. I don't think that's true. But for Florida State, how much did you in Tallahassee hear about Miami's got this NIL wallet? Florida's got this NIL wallet. Those teams are just going to get whoever they want because they're putting the funds into it. Florida State snags a guy like Keon Coleman saying, hey, listen, we got some NIL strength here in Tallahassee too. Again, I'm not saying that was the sole reason why you landed Keon Coleman. I would say this, I don't think it hurt matters. I don't think it took away from anything. I think it played a factor. And I think it helped you land a guy like Keon Coleman, having that kind of structure in place. So in modern college football, Florida State saying, let's play ball. Promise you, our greenbacks are just fine here in Tallahassee too, all right? And we got the receipts now to show it. So going forward now, you look at Florida State, and you just ask yourself this question. Did they need to go get Keon Coleman? Was it an absolute necessity to go get Keon Coleman? I don't think so. I don't think they're just in trouble if they don't get him. But you're not living in that world now. You did land Keon Coleman. So now what? Now I think it just continues to ensure that in 2023, you're building to have the year you want to have. You're ensuring that 2023 is what it's supposed to be for you. Playmakers on offense, Johnny Wilson, Jaheim Bell, now Keon Coleman. And that's not an exhaustive list. I'm just saying you got firepower offensively. Balanced attack. Jordan Travis has options. The defense, bringing a lot back on that side of the football too. They're not building for a 2025 run or a 2024 run. No, it's about 2023. It is tunnel vision. They got the blinders on. It is all about winning the ACC college football playoff. And adding Keon Coleman is a nice little addition to make sure that they have the best chances possible, the best weapons possible to make that happen. Again, Florida State fans, lock it in right here. We talk college football every single day, so make sure you're subscribed. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram, @JDPakel. I want to hear from y'all. It's a great medium for us to do it, all right? We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We're going to keep this party rolling, and we will see y'all next time. Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.